Hey guys, Lefko here. I've got some bad news, and I've got some good news, and then I've got some gaming stuff that I picked up that y'all might want to be interested in. Let's start with the bad news. I totaled my car out. The car was not paid off. Thankfully, it had full coverage insurance. So, on the good hand, no car payment. On the bad hand, my 2005 Taurus was a total loss. After paying off the loan, though, I've got about $2 grand, and I'm going to go ahead and pick up a new vehicle using that $2 grand, and should be able to get something fairly decent for now for $2 grand until I get my tax check in next year and can pick up a newer vehicle doing a trade-in. And for those worried, I actually have picked up a beater. No, I don't really want to call it a beater car, but it's an old 94 Cavalier. It took some work to get going, but I do have transportation for now, so we're good there. Now for the good news. I will be attending the NintendoAge.com Campout in Lebanon, Tennessee on June 9th through the 12th. That's right. Um, I'll be there. Roth from Play the NES will be there. A bunch of other people from Nintendo Age are coming out. If you guys want to go and hook up with us, go to NintendoAge.com, go to the forums, and down in the events section will be the information. There's a $40 charge, which covers the rental of a big tent where they keep all of their video games and TVs and set up, so we can all get together and play and whatnot. And it's a camping event, so be sure to bring out some camping gear. Be ready to cook some food out there. But it's going to be a great time. They say that they're expecting about 50 to 75 people, so it's going to be a heck of a fun event, and I hope to see some of you guys out there. With all that out of the way now, let's check out some of the new finds that I've picked up.
Okay, I thought this one was interesting. It's a Famicom game. It's a Super 66-in-1 TV game cartridge. If you look on the bottom there, it says it comes with Side Pocket, Mario 2, Othello, Arkanoid, Contra, Tetris, Super City or Battle City, Ice Climber, Circus Shable? Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be Circus Cable and the H is a typo, I don't know. F1 Race, and then etc. So I'm hoping to get my hands on a pin converter, that way I can pop this into my top loader and see what's on here. I'm especially interested in seeing if Mario 2 is the Japanese version of Mario 2. If it is, then this is going to be a great score.
Okay, these here I don't really qualify as fines. I actually had these sent to me from Dos Munoz from Play the NES. I'd like to really thank him for these. Awesome guy for sending these to me. Two Atari 7800 games. Pole Position 2, which I think was a pack-in game for the 7800, if I remember right. And Miss Pac-Man for the 7800. And then finally, a copy of Twisted for the Panasonic 3DO. And that is a big game box. Yeah, I've had a 3DO for a while, but I've never had any actual original 3DO games, just the copied ones. Look at the packaging in this thing. This is nuts. If I can open it while holding the camera. Or not. Hold on a second. There we go. Check that out. That is a big box. See, there's the actual CD right there. Twice as tall as a single CD. I guess it's meant for like a multi-disc games. You got one up here and one down here. But now I know what they were talking about whenever they said these are hard to store. Because if you go over to my bookcase here that I store the games on, it just barely makes it in there. I'd like to thank him for that, though. I've never found a 3DO game in the wild, and he managed to come up with one. Actually, an interesting one, too. It's a demo copy, not for resale version of Twisted. So, if anyone has any info on this, holler at me, because I'd be really interested in it. Okay, if you want to talk about score, here you go. I paid $1 for this. It's an Atari 7800 system. It is missing the AC adapter and RF modulator. The RF modulator, it's just a standard, so obviously, you know, take one off of Nintendo, put it on this one, it'll work. The AC adapter, though, see those two pins there? It uses a proprietary adapter, so it looks like I'll have to hunt one of them down on eBay or something. It also came with a couple of third-party controllers. These, they say Gemini on them. They're spinner controllers, have one button on the side there. I'll definitely have to pick up a couple of 7800 controllers, the original ones, and maybe I'll luck out and find that European controller that's a lot like the NES controller, but for the 7800 instead. One can hope, right? But for $1, couldn't really pass that one up. Okay, here's another addition to the collection. This one here, I actually got from SoCal Mike. So, thanks for that, man. I appreciate it. And this is a copy of, obviously, Intellivision Lives for DS. As you can see, down here at the bottom, it is signed by Keith Robinson himself, which is really cool. I guess he only signed 200 of these. This is number 43 out of 200. Pop it open real quick. And I don't know if these came with, well, it came with it for me. I don't know if it came with it from everyone who got one of the signed copies, but there's also a couple of Intellivision for DS pins, and those are a really cool thing. I might end up wearing one to work tonight and maybe get someone interested in the whole retro gaming thing. But yeah, I actually got this more or less for free from SoCal Mike over at Game Gavel. The little happy birthday song thing that I did here on YouTube earlier. He got a kick out of it and sent me one of these as a way of saying thanks from the Retro Gaming Roundup crew. And this is actually the first piece of gaming memorabilia that I have signed. That's really cool, so I'd like to definitely thank him for that. Hoping to pop this into a DS and get some playtime.